Well, folks, it looks like the Young Turks have doubled down on their dumbassery when it comes to this BLM kidnapping case. Hello, YouTube. Well, yesterday I did a video exposing the Young Turks and their usual dumbassery when they reported on the BLM kidnapping. And to be frank, if we were talking about their perpetrators being white, we would have gotten the best theatrics little Miss Anna Kasparian could possibly muster. She would be spitting venom in usual Anna Kasparian style. But the perpetrators were black, so this was the reaction we got from little Miss Anna.
What is wrong? What is wrong with people?
Sick criminals.
It's incredibly discouraging to know this kind of cruelty exists out there.
She did eventually find her fire, but it wasn't in reaction to the cruel torture of a disabled man. It was her reaction to the way it was covered in the media.
They're doing it either for attention, for a political agenda, or to smear a group of people who have legitimate concerns about the way policing happens in this country. That's the story.
Yeah.
Unless there is some evidence indicating that these people have anything to do with Black Lives Matter, that is not part of the discussion.
Exactly.
So what kind of tricks are the Young Turks up to now? Well, they dug up a 1.5-year-old story about a mentally disabled black man that was assaulted by some white guys.
It looks like an Idaho teen football player is going to walk free after all the evidence pointed to the fact that he sodomized an athlete along with 2 other friends in what seemed like a racially motivated attack. This is the person who is John R.K. Howard. He's a transfer to an Idaho school, the Idaho school where this took place. He pled guilty Friday to 1 felony count of injury to a child. So
I'm sure there's a lot of outrage about this story on Fox News. I'm sure they're covering it all day today.
Right.
Hey, Kasparian, you fucking moron. There's no reason at all for Fox News to run that story today. You're the one who dug it up to use as a political football, so that background you have running there seems appropriate.
I'm sure there's a lot of outrage about this story on Fox News. I'm sure they're covering it.
Well, looky what I found here. It's Fox News reporting on that assault over 7 months ago. And you want to know who didn't report on this case when it was happening? You want to know who didn't care about this case until it was a political football that they could use? That's right, it was your candy asses.
Look, the story, there's an obvious reason why we're doing this story. I think it's pretty transparent.
Very obvious. You took the tragedy of yet another mentally disabled man and used it as your gotcha tool for your political football. A story you didn't give a shit about, a story you never reported on until you could use it as a gotcha tool for your political agenda. Young Turks, you're despicable.
We're not reporting this to make a political point, although there is a political point to take away.
I believe that's the 30-yard line behind you, Anna. Why don't you use this young man's tragedy and see if you can make a first down there?
And for anyone who's not as outraged by this story, there's something wrong with you.
Well, then there must be something wrong with your shrill ass because you didn't care when it was happening. You dug up this story that you never gave a shit about before. You never reported on it before until you needed to use it as a political gotcha football. You used a child's tragedy for your own political gain, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. Well, that's about all the genocidal turkey I can stand, folks. I'm out of here.